All right, everybody, welcome back to the OSHA subreddit, brought to you by our weekly sponsors. The like button, check it out, it's below, click on it. You know the drill at this point. And also, twitch.tv/CaptainSparkles for quality Among Us live streams. In the past, I'd say Minecraft, but Among Us is all the rage these days. If you want to catch them live, I could be live right now. It's possible, depending upon when you're watching this. Link in the description, check it out. Let's start off with number 19. Truck just pulled into my loading dock with a scratch. Is that a fuel tank? Because if that's a fuel tank, that doesn't seem very safe. You generally don't want fuel to be leaking. One of my scariest moments I ever had in my car was I was driving the Ford GT and I was taking it back from an oil change, and all of a sudden I notice in the rear view mirror there's like some liquid kind of spewing a little bit out of the engine compartment. I'm like, I don't think that's normal. It shouldn't be doing that. And then there was a really big splatter, just like splattered on the windshield, the safety glass between the engine compartment and the driving compartment. And I pulled over immediately, but I didn't know if it was fuel. I didn't know if it was oil. I'm just like panicking, sitting in my car. I don't want to get out because it's the freeway. And when I called, they were like, you don't get out of the car, don't do anything until we get the fire department here to clear it. And then finally somebody pulled over and came up to the car, like they wanted to help. And then they were like, no, it doesn't smell like fuel, so I think you're okay. And it was oil, but oh my God, I thought it could be fuel. My car was just gonna go up in flames. Please hold the ladder just to be safe. I mean, couldn't they just have gotten, a bigger bulldozer so they don't have to balance the ladder on the bulldozer? I bet the bulldozer is pretty secure. It carries heavier loads than just a couple of people, right? Like, it's filled with rocks. I bet a full load of rocks on the front of that thing, that's gotta weigh like a couple thousand pounds, right? Just some people up there, that's no problem. It's like 30% of the load, probably even less. This seems perfectly safe. How many jump racks does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know, seems pretty safe to me, honestly. I've done worse in my house. Stacking stools on top of each other, putting the 4 stools as the base and then another stool with one leg on the surface of each other stool in order for me to get to the ceiling to change a light bulb at my house. Way less stable than this. This seems perfectly fine in comparison. In fact, I don't know, the dude goes to the gym a lot. He probably just jumped up there in a single bound. He did a vertical jump. He's like, yeah, dude, I do this height all the time for my vertical jumps. And then someone just handed him the drill or whatever he's doing. It was fine. There's no issues here. Yes, that is electrical tape. Yes, it is the only insulation. Is this a permanent installation at a place? Because I don't know, that seems like it's not very secure. Is that a smoke detector there? And then it's like studio lighting? Isn't the whole idea of having studio lighting that you can point it where you need to point it? Because that looks hard to point in a particular direction when it's just dangling by wires. Seems to defeat the purpose, but I don't know, maybe the whole idea is it just illuminates straight down and that's all that matters. Invisible PPE, gloves and all, crew foreman. I don't know enough about electricity, but just, based on just how everything looks here, it almost looks like he has been cooked. I feel like due to the potato quality of this photo, or the fact that it's just so zoomed in, it just looks like he's got a real texture on his skin and he's holding the wire, and it's making me really nervous that is he still alive? Or did he just go up there and he just grabbed it? Iraq has never heard of OSHA. Is that a telephone pole? That's a lot of wires to be suspended by a bent 2x4. Is that live wire? Like, if you jumped too high, are you at risk of unaliving? Like, if you had a tall truck and you entered it and you accidentally brushed that, is it all over? It's just a net of unalive hanging ever so slightly above your head. Like, what if you're carrying a ladder into one of the houses to do some work and the ladder touches the wire and it's a metal ladder? Is that it? Is it just game over? I'm concerned this just happened. I thought this was going to be a video for a second, and that we were about to see just like people do bobcat tricks, which are really cool. By the way, I thought someone was going to do some forklift tricks. Was there anything on the forklift, or did the forklift just tip over? Forklifts aren't just supposed to tip over, are they? How would that even happen? How would the center of gravity did something spill off the top? Did they already clean what actually tipped over the forklift? Because how does the forklift tip over and there's nothing spilled in front of it? You have to take a picture of the full scene. You can't clean it up before you take the photo. And if you didn't have to clean anything up before you took the photo, what happened? The forklift was just like, I must go now. I'm tired. I sleep. I've lifted a lot of things, and I never get any rest. It's over, okay? Was just sitting there sipping coffee, waiting for the drop. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not super familiar with physics, but I just feel like the dude's friction between the shoes and the concrete might not make much of a difference if the ladder does decide that it wants to fall. I guess on the plus side, you've got the grooves on the wall there, which probably help a little bit for like resting the ladder in him, except for the fact that the ladder isn't actually rested in one of the grooves, and they'd be better off actually turning the ladder the other way, because it seems like this has a little bit of a slope up, whereas this is straight on. So you want to have the straight on part in one of the grooves on the wall, and then it'd be a little bit more secure, and then maybe this guy wouldn't have to worry quite as much about being responsible for his friend's life. Fall hazard averted. Surely there's no other way that anyone would be able to fall through these. No, there's no way that someone would accidentally stick their foot right through the middle of the metal. Nope, that could never happen. I feel like you're worse off with this. At least with the big gap there, you're very aware of it, and you're not gonna make an effort to like step in it. With this, somebody who's not entirely sure if they would want to jump over the gap is gonna be like, yeah, I'll try to step on the metal before I go across. And then they fall in. And then they like break their balls on a metal slat. Oh no, that's so bad. That would actually break them. Nothing is wrong here. Welding with no mask. That was thoroughly not what I was expecting. The dude's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm a hand model, okay? My hand is worth way more than your face, okay? So I'm gonna keep the mask. There's only one mask to go around. Yeah, that's me. No, I'm not just gonna stand over there, even though I'm not gonna do anything and let you have the mask. No, I wanna watch closely, and I gotta protect my hand. I caught a coworker on top of a door screwing in a hook for an Ethernet cable run. Oh, God. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh my God, bro. You think the door hinges? I guess they're holding. Maybe this is some kind of super strong door hinge setup. Oh man, I still remember it, like the very, very early stages of quarantine. I think it was Vicstar posted this Twitter video, and he draped like some kind of cloth over his door at the very edge, like the most leverage you could have, and he was like doing pull-ups on it. I'm just thinking, bro, the door is just gonna collapse while you're doing it. And not only are you gonna have a broken door, you're gonna have a broken you, because you're gonna go down with the door and hit something, and it's gonna suck. Where there's a will, there's a way. Huh. It's actually kind of smart. TBH. Like, I don't know, how do you do concrete when it's a massive area of it? And like, what do you do? I guess you have to pour from like one side to the other, but then it's like, if you're pouring from one side to the other, isn't the concrete kind of gonna like, it's gonna kind of flow a bit into the area that doesn't have any concrete, and then it'll be uneven. Like, I honestly, after seeing like my driveway get redone, I'm like, man, this concrete is a technical thing to make done right. Doggo needs to stay safe too. It's very cute. I hope the dog doesn't step on any debris on the ground, because that would be unsafe. But the dog seems very happy, and I'm happy, and I'm sure that the dog didn't just shake the headset and the glasses off 2 seconds later. Now, come on. Hold it there. I know you hate this, but I gotta get that sweet internet karma, okay? I know this is really uncomfortable for your ears, because your ears aren't made to fit this. Just hold it, and then I'll let you go. I promise you'll get treats for the rest of the afternoon. Questionable location for a designated smoking area. Highly flammable. Designated smoking area. Interesting choice. No smoking. No naked light. But also just walk a few feet over there. Just please don't throw your cigarette on the ground. I'm sure nobody who has smoked here has ever thrown their cigarette on the ground, ever. It's never happened in a million years. I'm sure they dispose of it properly. Accidents just don't happen. I don't respect authority, and I will therefore do everything in my power in order to be contrary to the sign that's posted here. Yeah, my boss thinks that they can just ignore accidents. Well, I'll show them. I'm about to just purposely fall off of this. All right? I'd fall off. I don't have good grip strength. And then everyone would laugh at me, and I'd laugh too, because I'd be like, haha, my boss thought accidents just don't happen. And they're not legally responsible for them. I'll show them. Their fan stopped working, so they put it on a beach grinder. I don't know what a beach grinder is, but what I do know is it's just a blade out in the open, spinning rapidly. That, oh my God. Wait, why? Why would you can hardly see it. Someone could just walk right into that. I hope you did that for like 2 seconds for the photo, and then you're like, yeah, we shouldn't do this anymore. This is hazardous. Someone will actually just lose the entire front right of their body. It's tough being the new guy, you know, pranksters are gunning for you and it's only a matter of time. I really hope nobody's in there and that they're just moving the porta potty like up a floor or something, and instead of putting it in the elevator, they're just like, I would just have the crane do it. Easy. Because, oh my God. There's no way that anyone would actually lift a porta potty with someone in it. Right. This is not a prank that anyone would do. That's just a lawsuit. Seriously. Please unplug all items before measuring. Wait, oh. Oops. Oops. They tried to get it, nice and parallel so that they get a very exact measurement of how wide it is. So they just, kept it live and then put it right across the prongs of the thing that was plugged into it. I was like, what happened? Oh, yeah. Just made contact with the live. Why would you be measuring it while it's plugged in? If you're measuring that, wouldn't it be measuring it in order to install it, not measuring it while it's already live? I guess there's a reason that might happen, but wow. And the top for the last month of gaming RGB Fury X circuit breaker. Maybe it's just me, but glowing lights inside of your PC is okay. If the wire itself is actually red hot and glowing and dropping black ash outside, then you might have a problem. It might be a fire hazard and not just an RGB light for your computer. Oh God. Just just try to be able to differentiate the two. If the wire is discolored and there's just stuff on the ground surrounding the glowy, probably shut it off before it goes really badly. Dude, I think about it regularly. Just like, what happens if something goes wrong with all the wires that are down there, and it just it's scary. It's all magic as far as I'm concerned, and what if that magic suddenly backfires? Electricity, man. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like. If you like, check out our sponsor, twitch.tv/CaptainSparkles. Also, playlist in the description if you want to check out more OSHA, or you can just catch another OSHA video like right here or here if you want to watch more of the subreddit. So, okay, see you later.